As a 6, soon to be 7-figure brand owner, I've made thousands of mockups in Techpack, and let me tell you, it doesn't have to take long and it's not that hard. But if you want to know a secret, it's important as hell. Maybe even the most important part is creating a sample for your product. Creating the best Techpack is the biggest reason on why I was able to scale my brand to over $60,000 a month. Without a good Techpack, you're bound to get bad samples, wasted cash, and even a headache of problems that could have been fixed if you had a clear Techpack from the start. If you think you need to know how to draw or be a graphic designer to create a Techpack for your clothing brand, you don't. So in this video, I'll show you the fastest way to create them, and I'll give you the exact Techpack system that I use for my brand to scale to over 6 figures. Let's get to it. Now, before we get into this video, as y'all can see, we are on the road to 10,000 subs. So I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. It's gonna allow me to bring you guys fresh new content every single week for your clothing brand. Also, my one-on-one mentorship has 5 spots left. So if you're interested, hit the link in the description and book a call with me and my team. We will learn about you, we will learn about your brand, and we will see how we can help you in your situation to see if you can even qualify for my one-on-one mentorship. As you guys know, I don't accept everyone. I like to keep my inner circle small so I can give my attention to every single member in the inner circle and help them one-on-one directly. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So before we get started with this video, I want you guys to have 3 things, right? Number 1 is going to be an iPad. Now, this is how I create my tech packs for my manufacturers. A lot of brand owners do it a couple different ways, whether they're on the computer or sometimes I've seen brand owners do it on their phone. But the best way to do it really is either on your computer or on your iPad. And the app that you're gonna wanna use is called Procreate, right? So it's a little app right here, this black app right here with the little squiggly line in the middle. It's called Procreate. Now, Procreate you cannot get on the computer either. So that's why I recommend you guys getting an iPad. And I don't wanna hear any excuses like, oh, I can't afford an iPad and blah, blah, blah. Figure it out, all right? You guys are brand owners, you guys are business owners, and you guys are problem solvers. Number 2 is downloading Procreate on the iPad. Number 3 would have to be my Techpack template. If you guys want my Techpack template, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram Techpack and I'll make sure I send it to you. The first page is basically an introduction to your mockup. So basically we're just gonna insert, I already have a mockup in here that I want to get made. I have some wax denim shorts that I want to get made for my brand. So basically I'm just gonna put the Techpack right here, right? So basically I'm just showing the manufacturer that this is exactly what I want to get done, and this is just the first page, right? So first page is done. Now we go to the second page. The second page is basically going to be your sketch and some information at the top, right? Your brand name, style number you don't have to really worry about until you're like a bigger company, bigger clothing brand to where you guys have hundreds and hundreds of different styles. But I know majority of you guys that are watching are only working on, a few different styles, so you don't have to worry about the style number. So we're going to incorporate the sample size, which is basically what size you want to get for your sample. Me personally, I always get my size when it comes to my samples, and I also get like an extra couple samples just for like my photo shoots and all that type of stuff, right? And then we're going to incorporate the style name, which is basically just the name of whatever you're trying to get done. So what size ranges that you're going to order for your bulk, right? So if I have some denim shorts that I want to order, I'm planning on getting about 28 to 40. Category is basically type of garment you're making. Category, which is mine would just be streetwear fashion or whatever it is. And then the main fabric would be denim / wax denim, because it's a little mixture of both. And then the season will probably be like spring, summer, just because that's the season that we're going into. I'm gonna upload my logo here into where it says brand, just because, I already have my logo, so why not? Again, we don't have to worry about the style number. Sample size, so you're gonna go to add text. Sample size, we're gonna do size 34 because that's what size I am in shorts, or at least denim. So boom, size 34. Style name, I'm gonna just put wax denim, nothing crazy. Wax denim, right? Boom, make it a little smaller. I'm gonna take off the snapping. Size range, again, I'm gonna do 28 to 40. So boom, we have the size range right here. This is super easy, y'all. Like, you guys have no excuse on creating your guys' tech pack. Category would have to be, I'm gonna put streetwear fashion. Designer, my name is Elohim, so I'm gonna just put Elohim. Main fabric, I'm gonna put 14 ounce denim because that's exactly what I want. That in here, make it a little smaller just to fit that box. Season, like I said, we're going into the spring, summer, so, and then put that in here. Cool. So now we got our header taken care of, which looks really good right now. Very detailed, so the manufacturer knows as soon as they see it, they know, okay, the size range, the main fabric, and all that type of stuff, right? So this is pretty cool. Now, our sketch, which is basically our mock-up, right? So you want to go find your mock-up, and my mock-up has the front and the back attached to it, so I'm gonna just leave it like this. Now this is just basically showing the mock-up, nothing crazy. We're gonna get into the details later. This is basically our second page, and now the description, right? So I'm gonna fill out my description. So I already have my description written down for you guys, so I'm just gonna paste it here. As you can see, when it uploads like super long, so you just gotta play with it a little bit, make it small for box, stretch it out a little bit. So the 14-ounce wax denim cargo pants are designed with both functionally and style in mind. Featuring 20 functional cargo pockets, these pants offer maximum storage space while maintaining a sleek and practical design. The wax finish provides added durability and a unique sheen, making these pants stand out. The elongated fit extends past the knees, creating a modern silhouette that combines comfort and a bold streetwear aesthetic. Custom woven labels add a premium touch, while subtle yellow stitching accents enhance the overall design. These pants are built for those who need both utility and style in their everyday wear. All you have to do is tell ChatGPT what the details are, and they'll create a description for you. So don't think I wrote that on my own. Shout out to ChatGPT. We have our second page right here, which is just easy, you know, just a sketch, which is your mock-up basically, and you should already have your mock-up done. So we have our mock-up, we have our description, and then we have some details, some little small details of the sample itself. Now, before we get into like the size chart and how we actually want the shorts to fit, because I'm gonna show you guys how you can find the perfect size chart. We're gonna go through everything else, and then we're gonna do the size chart at the end. So the next page will be washing and fading. So basically this is showing the manufacturer what type of wash that you're looking for whatever you're trying to get made, or what type of fading you want to use for your product. And your washing and fading could look like something like this. As you can see, this is like a sun fade wash, so it goes from the black all the way down to the sun fade, and it's the same thing on the front, as y'all can see. You feel me? You don't have to have any type of washing or fading on your garment, so you can skip this part if you want to. But for me, I have my wax denim, so I want to show my manufacturer what exactly I want my wax denim to look like. So I have my inspiration right now, so all I have to do is simply upload it, and right here. So I'm just gonna upload it right here into the washing and fading, and I'm simply just gonna type in like wax finish. I'll just put it right here to the side. Boom, wax finish. So this is exactly the type of finish I want for my sample. Simple as that. If you guys are creating like an acid wash hoodie or an acid wash t-shirt or a sun fade hoodie, sun fade t-shirt, whatever it is, you wanna make sure you find the inspiration that you got whenever you are creating your mock-up. Whenever you are looking for inspiration, you wanna make sure this is where you include it, so the manufacturer can have an exact idea of what type of fading and washing that you wanna do. So you can leave the top part blank as well, because we already filled that out on the other page. And when we send this to the manufacturer, we're gonna send all the photos as a group, so they'll be able to see that first photo that we filled in the information at the top, so that we don't have to fill it out for the other photos. All right, now we're gonna do the actual detail of the product, right? So I'm gonna upload my mockup again, and basically I'm just gonna include all of the details of my mockup. So as you can see, I already talked about how I wanted my wax denim finish, so I don't have to incorporate that. I wanna make sure I include any specifics that I have on my product. So as you can see right here, I have my woven tag right on one of the pockets. So I'm gonna circle that woven tag, and then I'm gonna upload the artwork from my woven tag, right? I'm gonna upload the artwork of my woven tag right here. Nothing crazy, right? Just to show my manufacturer exactly what is right there. Right, so we have our woven tag. I let my manufacturer know, and then we can even label it as well. So we're gonna put woven tag. You wanna be a lot more specific than that, because you wanna also include the measurements, right? So I believe my woven tag was about 3 by 3, which is 3 inches by 3 inches, right? I told my manufacturer that I want my woven tag right there on the pocket. Woven tag 3 inches by 3 inches. All right, now as you can see, I have a small hint of embroidery right on my garment as well. As you can see right here, I have some embroidery hints on the shorts. I'm not gonna circle every single one because they kind of get the idea. I'll circle a couple though, and then I'll just add an arrow and I'll put yellow embroidery. At the end of the day, y'all, your manufacturer pretty much knows what you're trying to do at the end of the day, because your manufacturer works with so many different other clothing brands, so they know exactly what you're trying to do. But at the end of the day, you still want to be as specific as possible. So yellow embroidery. I also want to upload the Pantone color of the embroidery. Most of the time, your manufacturer is going to send you a color chart of the embroidery they have. Sometimes manufacturers can make any color embroidery. You want to be as specific as possible on what color embroidery you want when it comes to if you have any embroidery on your product. I made sure I included my Pantone color of the embroidery that I wanted, and that's pretty much it for this product, honestly. Oh, you know what else I want to do? I want to do a custom button. So this button right here, I'm gonna just circle it. I'm gonna add an arrow, and I'm gonna just do custom button, custom button with logo. And then I'm gonna upload my logo just so they know what logo I want to use for the button. So I got my custom button with my logo, I got my woven tag, I got the yellow embroidery that I have going around the shorts, and then I have my pockets as well. I don't have to be too detailed with my pockets for real, just for the simple fact that I'm just gonna let my manufacturer do what they do and kind of let their expertise take over when it comes to the pockets, and let them take over when it comes to the pockets on the short. If you really want to be like super specific, all you have to do is take a pair of shorts and just measure how you want each pocket, right? So if you want one pocket 5x2 or 5x3, you let them know that. In my case, I'm just gonna let my manufacturer do what they do and kind of figure out their proportions when it comes to these shorts right here. So like I said, we leave the top blank because we already filled that out. Yeah, so we're pretty much done with the details of this product. Let's go to the next page. Now, your size tag is gonna look something like this, something like that. Right. And the majority of China manufacturers, they will allow you to customize your tag, but then they will add the size to the bottom of the tag. This will be your custom tag, and then they'll add the size right at the bottom. A lot of China manufacturers actually charge you like a lot more if you want the size on the size tag, because they have to print multiple size tags, right? So you have your size tag with the size on the same label. They have to print the smalls, the mediums, the larges, the XLs, instead of just taking your custom size tag and then taking their little size and adding it to the bottom, right? It's a lot easier for them. But if you want to do it to where the size is actually on your custom size tag, they're going to charge you a little bit more. So I just like to do it like that. It's pretty simple. And nobody's going to really see it anyway because they're wearing the garment, that type of thing. So we have our size tag right here, and you can play with the measurements if you want. This is kind of like the ideal measurement for a size tag, 3 by 1.5. My size tags are actually like really simple, nothing crazy. I just upload my logo and I call it a day. Like, I don't really make my size tags too complicated, just for the simple fact, again, nobody's really going to see it, but the details do matter. So I do want to make sure I have custom size tags, but at the end of the day, you know, it doesn't have to be too much, right? As you can see, I uploaded my logo right here. I got the measurements for my size tag, and that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy. The next thing will be your hang tags, right? So your hang tags could be, you know, literally whatever, however you want it to be. And basically hang tags look like this. Your hang tag will look something along the lines of this, and it's simply just a hang tag, right? So when they buy your shirt, they have a hang tag coming down the top of the shirt. I think this is very detailed, and I love this aspect when it comes to creating clothes, just because it brings quality to the product. You know, it feels like you just bought it from the store. A lot of you guys don't like to incorporate the hang tags, and I understand that your manufacturer may charge you a little bit extra for it. If you want to charge high quality prices for your garment, like, why not bring that quality with the hang tag? Like, why not? I know some of you guys are probably wondering where you can get the custom QR code. So this QR code, if you scan this QR code, I'll show you guys right now. This is super dope as well. If you scan this QR code, as y'all can see, all you do is hit it, and it takes you directly to my brand page. If you guys are wondering how you can get this QR code on your hang tag, all you have to do is go on Google, type in like free QR code, and there's literally like 5 to 6 different websites that you can create a free QR code. And all you have to do is attach your link, and they give you a downloadable file for the QR code. And also, as you can see, I incorporated my Instagram handle and my website handle. And then it says tag us for a free gift card, right? I'm literally incorporating incentives on my hang tag so people can tag us whenever they buy our merch. For this hang tag right here, it's not gonna be nothing too crazy. I'm gonna just upload my logo. I won't do the QR code this time, but I just showed you guys how to do it so you can do it for your brand. But I'm gonna just incorporate my Instagram handle, Be Special TM. I'll include my website as well. Obviously, you want your hang tag to look a lot better than this, but I am rushing just for the video. Got our hang tag. Now with the hang tag, you want to measure yourself as well. As you can see, if we measure my hang tag right here, my hang tag is about 4 inches by 2 inches. So I'm gonna just incorporate that right here. So what I say, 4 inches, 4 inches. This is our hang tag right here. And like I said, y'all, a lot of you guys don't like incorporating your hang tags within your products because your manufacturer might charge you a little extra more. Look, if y'all wanna have a high quality brand, if you guys really wanna charge those high quality prices, you have to bring that type of quality, that type of detail to your product. Now we're gonna do our poly bag. So our poly bag is gonna look something like this. This is a poly bag, right? This is what your merchandise will come in from your manufacturer. And I 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000% recommend you guys getting a custom poly bag for your merch, y'all. Please, like, I'm tired. There's so many brands out there. There's so many brands out there doing this. Stop doing this. Please, stop doing it. You want high quality, you have to bring the quality. This is a part of being a brand at the end of the day. So this is basically where you customize your poly bag. Again, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm literally gonna do the same thing I did with my hang tag for real. So I'm just gonna upload my logo again. And you can literally do anything with your poly bag. I don't recommend putting any graphics on your poly bag. Just keep it simple. Your logo, maybe Instagram. You can even put your QR code if you want to. I'm gonna just put my Instagram handle and my website and call it a day. It's not gonna be nothing crazy. This is basically what your poly bag is gonna look like. I would recommend, you know, for the sizing, if you guys have been brand owners for a while and you guys have ordered poly mailers off Amazon or wherever you get your poly mailers from, you know the regular measurements for poly bags are usually like 14 by 19 or 14 by 19 and a half or something like that. So that's basically what you want your poly mailers to be. So I'm gonna do anywhere between, I'm gonna just do like 15 by 20. But at the end of the day, y'all, like your manufacturer, again, like I said, y'all, your manufacturer knows exactly what you want. So if you just tell them you want your poly bag, they're gonna adjust the poly bag to whatever garment you're trying to make. So if you have a t-shirt, they're probably not gonna do the poly bag this big just because you have a t-shirt. So they're gonna make it a little smaller. So they'll probably make it like this. Like this is a little smaller, and this is a t-shirt. This is what a t-shirt goes in. This is right here is what a hoodie goes in, right? So as y'all can see, it's a little bigger. So if you guys don't feel like kind of measuring your poly bag, all you have to do is tell your manufacturer to provide the measurements for the poly bag for whatever product that you're trying to create. We got our details done. We got our washing and fading done, size tag done, poly bags done, sketch done. We got our hang tag done. And now this is the most important part, which would be our size chart. There's a couple different ways on how you can get a size chart. You can go on another brand's website and simply take their size chart, which I was doing when I first started. So like I said earlier in the video, when I first started, I didn't even know anything about Techpacks or even a mockup. I barely knew something about a mockup, but I didn't really know much about Techpacks. So when I was dealing with manufacturers when I first started, I was literally just sending them a hoodie that I liked, like a picture of it, and I was like, I want it to fit like this. And then it will come back and the XL will fit like a medium, and I'm like, bro, I just showed you what I wanted to get done. And then they were like, oh, we need a tech pack. And I was like, what is a tech pack, right? I didn't even know what a tech pack was when I first started my brand, right? So for anyone who's watching this video right now, tech packs are like literally the most important thing when it comes to creating your product, creating your garment, literally the most important thing. Because if your size chart is messed up, I've had so many different products, y'all. I'm gonna show you guys a product, sample product that I got made where the size chart totally off. I'm gonna show you guys right now. As y'all know, back in 2024, the jorts were going crazy. You feel me? All the brands were making jorts. The jorts were going viral. So I was like, I gotta make some jorts for my brand. So I made these jorts, super hard, super fire, but you guys can kind of tell that the size chart is awful. This was supposed to be a size 30. These are damn near a youth size. But the jorts are fire, y'all. Look at the studs on the front. I got the B special across the crotch area. Got some embossed hourglass logos on the front. Got the custom denim tag right there. But as y'all can see, like if I even put these to my waist, y'all, like look at this. Y'all probably can't even tell on the camera, but like these are absolutely too small for me. Absolutely too small. That was literally money down the drain. I spent over $200-300 on those samples, and I got multiple sizes, and they literally all fit like little boy shorts, like little kid shorts. Like I said, Techpack is super important, y'all. A couple different ways to find size charts is simply by going on another brand's website, going to their size guide or their size chart and kind of just taking it from there. I've done that before. I've done that plenty of times, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes brands will put their size chart on their website. It wouldn't be enough detail for the manufacturer, right? They'll probably just include the waist size and the length size, but they won't include the inseam or the hem or any of those other details. That's kind of like an iffy method to use when it comes to size charts, but I'm going to show you guys how you can get the perfect size by simply measuring it yourself. So let's get to it. All right, so I did forget to mention that you will need a measuring tape. As a brand owner, if you don't have a measuring tape, what are you doing, right? Go out and go get you a measuring tape. This is probably the most important, one of the most important things you're gonna need as a brand owner is measuring tape, right? Because when you get your samples in and you know there's some adjustments that you need to make, maybe they fit too small or the length is too small or the waist is too tight or whatever it is, you wanna make sure you have your measuring tape so you can let them know, I want 2 more inches here, I want 1 more inch here, or you know, whatever it is. So make sure you guys get you a measuring tape. Number 2, what you wanna do when you're creating your sample, you wanna make sure you grab a garment in your closet that you want the exact fit of, right? So I have these jorts right here that I love the fit of and that I want for my wax denim. And now we're gonna get to it. So let's do it. Lay my shorts down here, spread it out a little bit. First thing we're gonna do is measure the leg opening right here. So we're just gonna take our measuring tape from the top, from edge to edge, y'all, literally edge to edge. And we're just gonna simply measure the leg opening, right? So the leg opening is about 10.5. So let me go get my phone. You guys wanna make sure you guys write this down as you're measuring it. So leg opening 10.5 inches, right? Cool. Now we got our leg opening. Now we're gonna do our inseam. And our inseam is basically from the bottom of the crotch all the way
down. So we start at the crotch, measure down, and this is going to be about 12.5 inches, right? So inseam, 12.5 inches. Now we're gonna measure the waist area. So let me just button these here. Waist area, top of the waist. Again, go from edge all the way to edge. And it looks like it's about 15 inches, right? Waist, 15 inches. All right, we got that. Now we're gonna do the length of the shorts, which would be top all the way to bottom. And that's gonna be about 24 inches, right? So length, 24 inches. I also like to measure the waist area right here, kind of like the thigh area, like the crotch area right here, which is about 21 inches. Now you wanna make sure you write this down because we're gonna incorporate this in our size chart on our Techpack, all right? We got everything. Now, again, like I said, when it comes to the pockets, y'all, as y'all know, I want a bunch of pockets. I got like 20 different pockets on my shorts. And if I wanted to measure my pockets, I could. Simply, all I have to do is just simply like if I wanted a pocket like this on these pants, I would just have to measure the pocket, boom, boom, and let them know what size pockets I want. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to let my manufacturer know that I'm gonna just let them do them when it comes to the pockets. Now that we got our measurements, we're gonna go back into our Techpack and fill out our size chart. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, so we are back and now we're gonna implement everything we just measured on our shorts to the size chart. So I'm gonna include the photo that my manufacturer sent me of the exact measurements that she needs. I'm just gonna put it right here. I know you guys are probably wondering, well, you only measured one size. At the end of the day, y'all, if you don't have the measurement of every single size, all you have to do is tell your manufacturer to proportion each size. If you have the measurement of one size, all you have to do is tell them to proportion the other sizes. From the measurements that we took, the length of a size 34, because that's my size, that's exactly what size that I want for my sample. The length is 24 inches. I'm 6'3", so 24 inches on a 5'9" or 5'8" customer is going to be maybe too long, right? And they might wear a size like 30 or 28, but your manufacturer knows that. So all you have to do is tell the manufacturer, just decrease the length on the smaller sizes, maybe an inch or two, and they'll do that. Or you can just tell them to proportion the sizes. At the end of the day, y'all, your manufacturer works with other clothing brands, y'all. Like, they're experts. These are the experts. They know exactly what needs to get done. At the end of the day, you want to be as specific as possible, as detailed as possible when it comes to this. So we have our size chart right here, and we're just gonna go through it, right? So A, which is gonna be our, hold on, let me fill it out. A is going to be our waist, so we're gonna incorporate that right here. B is going to be our hip right here. C is going to be our length, and then D is going to be our leg. Cool. Now all we have to do is take our measurements from what we just did and literally just input them. Right? So A, which is our waist, was 15 inches. Where it says small, medium, large, XL, 2X, you guys can simply just replace those letters with the sizes of whatever sizes that you're trying to make. So if you're doing denim, I would do 28, 30, 32, 34, whatever it is. And then if you're doing tees, obviously small, medium, large, XL. Hoodies, same thing, small, medium, large, XL. Our hip was 21 inches. So we're gonna put that right there. And then our length, 24 inches. And then our leg opening was 10.5 inches. So that's pretty much it with the Techpack, y'all. That's pretty much how you make a Techpack for your product, for your sample. How you send this Techpack to your manufacturer, you're just gonna hit select, and you're gonna select every single artboard that we did for this Techpack. You're gonna hit share, you're gonna hit JPEG, which is fine. It's perfect for sharing to your manufacturer. You're gonna hit mail. You're gonna send it to your manufacturer. Obviously, you wanna ask your manufacturer for their email so you can send them your Techpack. All right, y'all, so that's how you make a Techpack for your clothing brand, for any sample that you wanna get made. Super simple, super easy. If you want that Techpack template, all you have to do is DM me Techpack on Instagram, and I will get back to you and send you that Techpack. Now, if you've gotten this far in the video, that means you're actually trying to quit your 9-to-5 job and finally achieve financial freedom with your clothing brand. If you're looking for some one-on-one help with your clothing brand, whether you're just starting out or you're trying to scale to your first 10, 20, or even 50K month, make sure you click that link in the description to book a call with me and my team. I'll hop on the phone with you, learn about you, your situation, your brand, and see how I can help you and see if you're even qualified for my one-on-one mentorship. I only take the most serious brand owners that are ready to start and scale their clothing brands and that are ready to put in the work. So if you're a person that feels like they will work hard if you have the right resources and support to do so, then go ahead and book that call down below in the link. I do only have 5 spots left for this month, so if your application gets accepted, you're in luck. If you're asking whether or not my one-on-one mentorship actually gets results, first, I wouldn't be promoting something that doesn't work. So on this screen, you'll
you'll only see like a fraction of the results that I've gotten from my students, whether it's 10K months, 11K drops, or even dream cars that they were able to buy with their clothing brand, all from my one-on-one mentorship. And just to make it easier on you, all you have to do is click that link in the description and you will literally see all the results that I've been able to generate my students with my one-on-one mentorship. Again, y'all, knowledge is power. I was able to scale my brand in just 2 years with the help of my mentor that was able to push me in the right direction. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe as we're on the road to 10K subs. Mr. Be Special, we gone.